input capture. Hey everybody, how's it going? I just wanted to hop on, do a quick stream maybe about the Kruger Stingray. So chat's messed up. Sorry guys. 1 second. All right, we're good to go. Yeah, sorry about that guys. We're just gonna hop on, do a quick video. So I am an affiliate for Thrustmaster. Sorry, I can't talk today. So if you guys plan on buying anything from Thrustmaster, I actually have the Ava base. I had the T16000M. Sorry, T16000. Yeah, I guess I had the whole setup, so that's the M. And a few other things. Just use my creator code. Hopefully can take off on this, and then you guys can get some discounts later on. No discounts right now though, but whenever you sometimes they have events and stuff. So I'll definitely make sure to keep you guys updated on that. Started. So thanks everybody for hopping on. I wanted to take this time to check out the Kruger Stingray. There's not a lot of information on that right now, so hopefully we get, hopefully get that out there and see if that actually works. So Kruger Stingray, StarCitizens.tools. It's a good place to get some information. Of course, they really don't have that much. All right. So yeah, not sure why there's not that much information on this. Well, sorry, I know why there's not any information on this. It's actually only been brought up one time in the past few months. That was on the Star Citizen Live Let's Ship Talk episode. We'll get into that here in a second, but we definitely know it's from Kruger. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get started. So wanted to go to the ship talk first off the bat. Let me make sure. Sorry guys, I feel like it never actually matters. I always forget something. So let's see if we can get some desktop audio in. And we'll get started.
Those are just really not the ones that are being worked on.
There are other manufacturers being worked on.
Yep.
Imply from that what you wish.
Revealed a new. Let's just push our luck. It revealed that there's going to be another Kruger ship. This is not another Wolf variant. You want to? Let's give him the name. Let's give him the name. And let him speculate.
I'm totally panicking that this is it's Stingray.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Sorry, I was just making sure it wasn't a working title because we have some quite interesting working titles.
Nope.
Yeah, we do.
Nope. So the Stingray will be the name of the next Kruger ship some point next year, and people can guess. People can speculate about what that is. And let's end on a high note. This is IAE. I hit some of the content
Grays.
on a high note. This is IAE. This is IAE. Those are just really not the ones that are being worked on.
There are other manufacturers being worked on.
Yep.
Imply from that what you wish.
Revealed a new
Sorry, guys. There's a pretty heavy chunk of lag. I'm trying to figure out what's actually going on with this. It doesn't like something in my system here. Maybe that. Maybe that. Let's see if this works. Might be better. So yeah, so sorry about that again, guys. Looking at what I believe the Stingray may be. We saw a little bit of that ship talk. Sorry, again, I don't know what's going on with my computer. I'll get that fixed. But I'm hoping it looks something like this Naboo Royal Starship from, of course, Star Wars movies. So I could see somehow this having torps on it, maybe a little bit smaller. I'm assuming it may be a 1 or 2 person, probably a 1 person torpedo bomber, something like this Eclipse here that's already in game, just a newer updated version of this. Of course, it's not going to look something like this. I'm hoping, since kind of the L21, L22 look kind of look like something from Star Wars. I'm hoping they kind of go along with this. So we'll see if it actually turns out that way. Like I said, this is super speculation right now. No information, but it would be cool to have something that looks somewhat like this. Smaller size, of course, like I was saying before, 1 or 2 person. Looking at the torps, if you look at the torps right now, looks like we got some size 12s, 10s, 9s, and 5s. So I am actually assuming it may be smaller than the size 9s from the Eclipse and the Retaliator. Of course, smaller than the size 10s and size 12s. So I could see maybe torps in the 7, 8, 6, 7, 8 range. I'm hoping. Always hoping for more quantum fuel than the Eclipse. However, I'm pretty sure it's going to be about the same as the Eclipse. So actually, let me go here. Perfect. I'm thinking it's still going to be relatively stealthy, so not 100% sure it's going to stack up to the Eclipse as far as how stealthy that is, but it could be somewhat decent. You're looking at the speed values, probably, I'm assuming around the same, maybe a little bit better. Propulsion systems. Sorry, guys. I was trying to find the quantum fuel tank stats. Can't find those, though. Of course, you have 3 size 9s with the Eclipse, so I could see 3 size 8s, 3 size 7s, maybe 5 size 7s. Not 100% sure. CF227 repeaters. So if you look at Kruger L21. So if you look at the stock loadout on the Kruger L21, it's size 4s, of course. You can always change those out to size 4 laser repeaters as well. I'm not expecting they will have bespoke weapons. I'm thinking probably size 2s or size 1s. These have size 2s, so I could expect maybe 2 size 2s for the Kruger Stingray as well. So we'll see how it works out. Like I said, I'm hoping it'll look something like this starship. The Royal Naboo starship. So hopefully something like that. Now there is another ship. There's another ship. This, actually, that may be close to the same. No, actually, I think it's a separate ship. I don't think it's going to be as big as that. So I could look more for this size. Definitely smaller version of this, but we'll see how it turns out. Like I said, we haven't really seen too much information on this. Just completely speculation going off of what we already have with the Eclipse. Yeah, so I would like to see what you guys think. If you think it'll be a pretty good buy, if you guys think you're going to grab it, so on and so forth. So yeah, just wanted to hop on here to see what everybody's thoughts were on this Kruger Stingray. Other than that, we do have some speculation, I guess, on the battle cruisers. So we did hear it was an anvil, possibly an anvil ship. I heard the name Odin being thrown around. Sorry, I can't talk today. But yeah, I heard that maybe something of that nature. Of course, that's going to be the battle cruiser. There was, and sorry, I can hop on here real quick. Sorry, guys. Um, let's see if I can pull that up real fast. Um, yeah, so portfolio for the Anvil Aerospace just popped. Not too much has changed here. Civilian craft, the future. This line is what we're really looking at, though. So they did add, as believed that Anvil would be revealing a brand new ship in 2956. Industrial insiders have described it as the future of modern naval warfare. So yeah, revealing 2956, assuming that will be Invictus launch week, and the future of modern naval warfare. I am hoping that's going to be the battle cruiser there. So, like I said, we've heard some names going around as the Odin. So maybe stick with that name, maybe something else. I did hear before that it may be something that can combat those player space stations. Honestly, at this point, I'm thinking it's just a bigger javelin, but we'll see. We'll see what's going there. These are the two major ships I really wanted to talk about today. Of course, there's a refueler, blah 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 blah, refueler as well. That's going to be coming out. I'm expecting that in ILW as well next month. So we'll see how that works. I'm hoping that there may be some not only refuel gameplay with that ship, but maybe some rearming. I don't believe it'll be another repair ship, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on. That would make sense as far as that fleet battle coming out here in the next few months to kind of have some ship there. Some ship that can do both of those things. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, just wanted a quick stream. Probably gonna do less gameplay and more streams just like this, just to see everybody's thoughts. But yeah, thanks everybody. Have a good evening.